So at a deeper level, really, I'm asking questions about why does it take human beings so much difficulty to do what we know we need to do? When the facts are before us and we know what course of action we need to take, sometimes we just find it so hard to take that step towards the obviously correct decision. I think we do that individually in our lives. I've often been in situations where I know what I need to do, but I really don't want to do it. And collectively too, like I mean, climate change is a good example. Technically, climate change is not that difficult a problem to address, but we just don't seem collectively to want to do it. So I think science fiction is a useful tool for through metaphor, analogy, taking a problem of our world today, a problem of human beings of any time, and placing it in a different world, kind of in a way disarms the reader. And so that's what I do in 5 Days Until Sunset.
I like the sound of that. I'm curious. So behind you, of course, you have it looks like a book collection, award picture, but there's a picture. There's two on the wall, and it's the one that's
Yep.
on the far left, and it's kind of like a nighttime scene, and I can't see it in super detail, but I look at that and think, okay, this has to maybe if you're blocked, a great source of inspiration to kind of unlock your mind as you're writing your stories, because it just looks like it's science fiction, kind of almost like a book cover that I'm looking
It
at.
is. Well, they're both book covers. The
Okay.
other one is a cover of one of my favorite novels, um, "The Sheep Look Up" by John Brunner. But the one you're talking about, the more colorful one,
Yes.
is that's a product also of Writers of the Future. So the Writers of the Future contest, they have a parallel illustrators contest, and so each year 12 writer winners are selected and 12 illustrator winners, and then they put the publisher Galaxy Press puts them together in an anthology each year, and the illustrator winners are each assigned to one of the short story winners, and that illustrator has to do an illustration for that story. And so that was the illustration from 5 Days Until Sunset. And so the Steve, the illustrator for that, I wondered what he was going to do. I assumed he would read the story and pick a scene from the story, and I was wondering which scene would he pick. And he didn't really do that. He took he's like, what he illustrated really is if I had kept telling the story after the end, it's like that's what would be happening next. And he's writing what happens next after the end of the story, and he's doing it in a way that like it captures what the story is about. I was so amazed by that.